You should not be doing all of that to a man that has not committed to you.
Coach, how do you get a man to commit? And they said, I've been doing everything. I've been, washing his clothes. I've been taking care of his kids.
Big mistake.
I've been doing his resume. I've been giving him as much sex as he wants because I need him to think I'm that chick. I'm that ride or die chick. And here's the principle that I need you to understand. Don't ever forget this. Men commit to women. A man will commit to you not based on what you do for him. A man commits to you based on who you are to him. I'll say it again.
Okay.
He doesn't commit to you based on what you do for him. You think you can do all of these things, but he commits to you based on who you are to him. He makes a calculation. Are you a nurturer? Are you empowered? Do you make me want to become a better version of myself? That's how you get a man to commit.
Okay.
Do you do that?
So I'm always mindful when watching some of these videos of people trying to sound deep when they're just saying the same thing that we all know. However, what he said, I thought he was going somewhere else because from my perspective, you should not be doing all of that to a man that has not committed to you. Why are you washing his clothes? Why are you doing his resume? He hasn't made it clear his intentions to you. He hasn't committed to you and you're doing all of that. You're basically his maid, right? You're his servant. You've got mug written all over your forehead. But also it reminded me of a story I heard recently. I don't know exactly how it went, but I'm just going to paraphrase. But a man was with a woman for like 8 years or so, some ridiculous number of years, didn't commit to her, didn't marry her, and then left her, and then found another lady, and they dated for about a year, and he married her. So somebody was saying the person to blame was the woman because she stayed for 8 years. And I agree with that. And it's the same thing that he's talking about in this video. The man hasn't chosen you, but you're doing wifely duties. I don't understand this because women of today go on and on about this traditional gender roles versus this current feminist movement where they're not going to do all these things, but then they are doing all these things, right? And I'm not talking about those who are in the extreme modern feminism world where they just they're not doing nothing and they just expect a man to settle with them. A man is not settling with them because all that's happening to her, that woman, is she's getting passed around in the hookup culture. But the women who are serious, they are doing these things for men that they love or men that they like. But those men don't like them enough to settle down with them. It is interesting because I'm a firm believer that a man will know who they want very early. At the very most, they'll do a vetting period. But initially, a man already knows if he wants to get serious with you. From the time that I come from, we weren't just seeing a woman first time and going, oh, I love you. And no, we had watched you. We were part of a community. We've watched you. We know who you know. They know each other, blah, blah, blah. So we know your exploits, the kind of woman you are. And by the time we approach you and summoned up the courage, we already know we want to be with you. Anything after that is just you revealing things that may be deal breakers. So this is the part that I call the vetting period. You go on dates, you spend time together, you go to cinema, do whatever, and then these are the parts that can make or break. But initially the man is interested, he's serious about you. Waiting 8 years, knowing, so I don't have a problem with the 8 years. My problem is the 8 years without commitment. Right? Even if you're not marrying, because there's certain people who don't get married or they don't have the means to get married. These people still make that woman let it be known that it is my desire that you are going to be my wife one day. So even if you're staying with that man for 8 years, you will be secure in the fact that when this man adds the capital, he will do what he has said he's going to do. But unfortunately, these type of stories shows that there is no commitment being made. The man is not saying he's going to do it. He hasn't done anything to secure your feelings around the topic. He hasn't done anything to make you feel comfortable to the point where you can be sure that this is the end goal. I still think 8 years is a long time. And I think the only reason why it wouldn't happen earlier than that has to be some form of constraint. Financial. Maybe you want to give her the best wedding ever. You just can't do it. Whatever it may be, there must be some form of constraint. There can't be nothing standing in your way and you haven't done it for 8 years. just doesn't make sense. I do believe that men do know the women they want to settle down with very early. I guess in the current world where we're meeting people abruptly on road, on dating sites, it may take a bit of investigating. But in general, from the time that I came from, you knew the girl next to you. We went to church, we had social gathering, we've been watching each other like a hawk. You spot the girl you like, you watch her for a while. You're scared to approach because you're in love, but you're watching from afar, you know? The things that people all of a sudden now call creepy, but this is what people used to do back in the day, right? Boys were really scared to approach the girl that they really like. They had no game. But the good thing about it is, these boys who have some form of looming presence over them, an authority, the authority will tell the boy eventually, bro, man up, go do what you need to do. And the boy goes to do what he needs to do and secures the girl and starts a relationship. Guys, what do you think of this video? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Sub to my channel. Remember to leave a comment. I'll see you in the next reaction.